In this video, I'm going to give you 5 ways that you can create urgency to get people to buy your products without having false deadlines or false scarcity or just offering discounts. Because the reality is scarcity sells. It's just human nature. It's psychology, right? If you give people a reason to move forward, an urgency, a deadline, something like that, they're more likely to move forward than if you just do nothing. And so when we're selling our products, we want to be able to add some urgency into what we are selling. But the thing is, especially if you are selling digital products, courses, stuff like that, and it's evergreen, available all the time, it can be much harder to create urgency than if you're selling an e-com product that maybe you just discount or run out of stock. We don't want to be annoying with fake timers, and we don't want to lose our integrity by lying to people, but we need to be able to get people to move forward. And so these are the 5 ways that we do that. And we put this in our email copy, in our content, in our sales copy, and this is what we can use to move people forward to buy our products. So the first one is highlighting a special bonus that might not be there in the future. So oftentimes with courses, with high ticket programs, we have the core program, then we have bonuses and things that they get when they buy. And oftentimes those bonuses don't last forever. Perfect example. Right now we've got a new high ticket program that we just launched a couple of months ago, and the founder is taking all of the onboarding calls. So when you sign up, you get a call with him. Now that is not going to last forever. We are eventually going to hire a coach, and that coach is going to start taking those onboarding calls. So if you sign up now, you get to have a one-on-one call with the founder, and that probably won't last forever. And so we can highlight that in our emails, in our sales copy, in our messaging, that hey, right now you get a bonus one-on-one call with the founder, and that's not going to last forever. So you can probably buy the product whenever you want. We're not saying the product's going away, but we're saying that this bonus is not going to last forever. So if you want that call, you should sign up now. There are a lot of ways you can do this. You can look at the different bonuses and things that are available in your offer, and you can start to figure out which one of these may or may not last forever, because usually some of those might go away. Oftentimes it's calls and more of a one-on-one touch. So you can highlight that in your content. So the second one here is situational urgency. This is where you use a situation or some kind of trigger to get people to take action. So is there some kind of situation that your prospect is going to run into that they would be better off if they had your offer before they got into that situation? So it's like, hey, if you have a sales training, you definitely need to have this before you talk to your next prospect, because your close rate's going to be lower than it would if you had this training and you talk to that next prospect. If you're speaking another language, it's like, hey, you don't want to go out and talk to the locals until you have this kind of knowledge. Otherwise, you could sound like a buffoon. So we want to make sure that you've got this kind of information in your head before you go have that conversation. If it's about starting a diet, it's like, hey, make sure you get this before you go on that next diet, because your next diet could be way more effective if you had this information before you got started. So you can see we're using different situations that could happen in their life in order to tell them that they would be better off with our stuff in that situation. And if they're a person trying to solve that problem, it's probably because they're encountering that situation in their lives. And so that way we can use the situation as a reason to move forward. And these situations are almost limitless, right? Like you can think of all the situations that your prospect would be in if they were trying to solve the problem that you solve, and how they would be better off if they had your offer before they got there, right? The next one is personal urgency. So people buy stuff because they have a problem that they solve, and they have some kind of outcome that they want to get to, and some kind of dream future that they will get to once they have solved that problem. And oftentimes that comes through the vehicle of buying your thing. And so sometimes you can just put personal urgency in there by saying like, hey, imagine where you would be 2 weeks from now if you got started with this today. Because the reality is it's going to take you 2 weeks to get results. So if you wait 2 weeks to buy, you're going to be 4 weeks before you get that outcome that you already want. But if you get started today, you can have that sooner. And this is just really understanding that like before and after state. This is understanding what is that place that they're starting at now, that place that they don't want to be, what a lot of people would call like their hell island. And then what is that place that they want to get to, that place that you're going to take them to, that like a lot of people would call heaven island. What is that before and after state? And then how long is it going to take them to get there? Because again, if they're going to do that journey to get there, and you can offer that solution very quickly, or quicker than anyone else out there, you want to highlight how the sooner they get started, the sooner they will get to that end result that they're looking for. The fourth one here is industry timing. So this works really well with business offers, but there's other offers you can come up with reasons for this too. But it's like, hey, you need to do this now, because now is the time that this is working, and we can't promise this is going to work in the future. So an example, tons of businesses are hiring online remote closers right now. There's actually more demand than there is supply, but you need to get in now, because soon that's not going to be the case. There's going to be too many people trying to get into this business. And so you need to go ahead and take action now and get started now, instead of waiting till it's going to be more difficult to get started. Another one, everyone's building a personal brand right now. So if you can become a ghostwriter to these personal brands, you can help them blow up. But if you wait too long, there's going to be too much competition. You're going to have a harder time getting clients. And so now is the time you need to move forward. One last one. It's like, hey, this stock is going crazy right now. This market is insane, but you need to get in now, because these bull runs don't last forever. All of these are using the timing in the industry to get people to move forward, because they have to understand, hey, this isn't just some evergreen thing that lasts for forever, right? There is some kind of deadline where this opportunity will end. plan. And I want to get in now so that I'm not missing out on that opportunity in the future. And the very last one, when all else fails, just tell them why they would be better off moving forward. Sometimes people just need a logical reason to move forward. And if you can help them have that reason, then you can help them move forward. So if you've got nothing, if you couldn't get anything out of these other 4, just help them think of a reason and explain that to them in your PS line, at the end of your copy, wherever that is, so that they've got a good reason that they can move forward. Because again, people are just motivated by reasons to move forward, and people will always take the path of least resistance. So if you can just help them make that decision to move forward, then what you can do is convert more customers. And if you've got a product that's really gonna help people, that's what you wanna do anyways, right? You wanna make sure that they're buying that product from you, because if they're not, it's not you, they're probably gonna go buy it from somebody else. So that's it. That's 5 ways that we can add urgency into our copy, into our emails, into whatever we're doing to help people move forward. So if you found this valuable, be sure to actually hit that like and subscribe button, because I've got a bunch more content coming up like this. And once this video is over, you're probably not going to get back to finding this video. So be sure to hit those buttons right now. And that way you can keep up with more content like this. And if you're looking for some more copywriting tips, I've actually got a video right here breaking down how we write better copy for our emails. So check out this video right here, and I'll see you over there.